Before we do anything, better turn on the light, turn on this light like that, okay, and better close the curtain because I think there's one subscriber who said close the curtain like that, and I think we're ready to go. So a little bit of an insight of how I set up my studio. Welcome to the channel. My name is James. Today is Friday the 5th of November. In the United Kingdom, it's Guy Fawkes night. It's bonfire night. Not too sure whether it's going to happen or not, but hundreds of years ago, someone tried to bomb the Houses of Parliament, Mr. Guy Fawkes, and they celebrate it, surprisingly, with fireworks. Interesting, but good fun related for today. So for all the people from the UK, enjoy bonfire night, fireworks night, Guy Fawkes night. Okay, going to go straight into the title for today. Did the Yangtze burst its banks near the Three Gorges Dam, China? And even though the date is wrong, don't worry about that bit. And there was, let me just explain, there was a picture from Weibo. Weibo is the Chinese Twitter and Instagram, and I can't verify these reports, and I really can't say yes or no, but I'm sharing this information with you. There was a picture and a small article in Chinese related to it saying the Yangtze burst its banks, and they had a picture like this. Now, this picture, to be honest with you, could be from absolutely anywhere. And the article, you could say, possibly about 4 or 5 sentences long, and I managed to get it translated. I can't read or write or speak Chinese, but basically it was saying that close to the Three Gorges Dam on the Yangtze River upstream, the Yangtze burst its banks because of all the weather, and over the summer, over the recent months, and once again, we will show in the weather forecast a little bit later, it's raining. I will definitely do some more research into that, but just want to share with you what's happening with that for today. But let's go into the levels for today. The Three Gorges Dam is at the very bottom of the picture there, 174.21. The green means it's gone down. And the other one of importance is Kutan, 600 kilometers away, and that is gone up at 175.02. What is at the top must come to the bottom eventually. So you may see in the future the Three Gorges Dam, actually the monitoring station there would have gone up, and maybe that will be shown tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. But we can go into the levels over a 24-hour period. Let me just click the next screen, and we have the Three Gorges, and it's near enough being going up and down, but at the end of the day it still stays at 174.3, it says here. And in Kutan, here it is again over a 24-hour period, near enough the same. It did dip down by a couple of centimeters, but that's about it. Here is an article I did report on before, but I had to take many of my videos down for certain reasons. China has thousands of its hydropower projects it doesn't want. As president, once again they get it wrong. As General Secretary, Xi Jinping calls for greater environmental protection. Officials are eager to demolish badly planned dams, most of them, but the country will need vast amounts of clean hydroelectric power to meet its net zero goal. China is promising by the time 2060, in another 39 odd years, that there will be net zero goal related to coal. I really sort of seriously doubt this will happen, as what other energy is there going to be available? Solar? Yeah. Wind? Yeah. But to give electricity to 1.4 billion people, not enough. Hydropower has always been sort of like the way forward in China related to dams. They've been doing it for centuries. And as it says in this article here, badly planned dams. So are they going to get rid of them? No. Well, you can see the answer is no, because they just finished building another massive dam, and they want to build another massive dam in Tibet for electricity. So it seems to be swings and roundabouts with that. It's very interesting. I'm going to leave you, and I'm not going to read. You'll be very glad to hear. You can just put the video on pause and read it here. The article from this. China wants the zero energy, but it doesn't want hydro-powered dams. Maybe if they brought in some experts and had international dams of how this can be beneficial for the environment. But I doubt they would do that. They would lose face value. And Winnie the She would definitely not want that. He wants everything homegrown. And the weather looks like this for you. Hand by Three Gorges, and this is over the next couple of days. It is rather slow, this actual weather forecast, but for the next couple of days, the Three Gorges is quite dry, and there are some storms going towards the southeast. But coming up in a couple of days, there are some quite heavy storms through central China and the Yangtze Basin, and heading out towards the South China Sea, the Yellow Sea, the South Japanese Sea, the Korean Sea, whatever you want to call it, with some thunderstorms as well. That's happening over the next couple of days related to the weather. Okay, news about China. Goods purchased from Mongolia test positive for COVID-19. This, once again, China is blaming other countries for the outbreak of COVID in China at the moment. I was just watching a newscast called China in Focus, and they said 20 out of the 37 provinces have positive cases of COVID-19. And with that, we do have something called panic buying. Because if the country does go into lockdown again, it's not like the lockdown that you would have in America or in Australia or wherever, for example. Basically, it's a lockdown. You cannot leave your house. You cannot leave your community. And people are scared. And you can see this picture here that they're panic buying kilos, tens of kilograms of rice, the bare essential, cleaning materials, etc., etc., because the people are, you could say, quite scared of this. And if the lockdown would happen and you know you're going to be physically locked in your house, I would be doing exactly the same. The thing is, if it doesn't happen, you still have the food and it can possibly last a long time. But buying the raw materials seems to be happening in quite a few provinces in China. Evidence is quite simply the picture that I have been showing. And one more piece of news for today. US absolutely able to defend Taiwan are just empty words. Global Times editorial. Let's have a read of what they said. US Joint Chiefs Staff Chairman General Mark Milley said on Wednesday, it is unlikely for the Chinese mainland to make a move on Taiwan for the next 6, 12 or 24 months. But he also claimed that the Chinese mainland clearly has a very long word building capacity to provide these options. So there always seems to be tensions between these two countries. And please note, I did say these two countries. China thinks that, or mainland China thinks that Taiwan is a province of China and Taiwan is a country in itself. So you have the Republic of China, which is Taiwan, and you have the People's Republic of China, which was declared in 1949 by lovely, beautiful guy, Chairman Mao. Bunny rabbit ears. And there's always these tensions. If you go to China, just basically never say Taiwan. Just don't talk about Taiwan, period. Now, don't say it's a country, don't say it's a province, just say Taiwan and you'll be fine there. And people will leave it alone as well. But there's always tensions. America is backing Taiwan. I'm backing Taiwan as well, because it is an independent country, period. And China wants to invade. You can see all the stories that we've done before, that the aeroplanes had invaded Taiwanese airspace, but China said, no, it's not Taiwanese airspace, it's Chinese airspace. That's the sort of politics which happens around at the moment. Just annoying. I wish the two countries would come to some kind of agreement, not reunification. I don't think the Taiwanese people want reunification. They just want that to live in peace. If there is any kind of conflict, and the United States and Britain, the hardware is far superior in China. China may have more military personnel, but nowadays, how are things dealt with in that situation? It's not through people, it's through the hardware. And Taiwan, America, Canada, UK, or whoever support Taiwan would win hands down easily. It would be a blow in the face of the peoples of China and CCP. There, I stated my piece. That brings us to a close for today. Quite an interesting lot of news for you related to, is the picture at the very beginning true or is it fake? I'm sorry, I can't verify, but just sharing with you that it's burst its banks. It is quite common that the Yangtze does, but there's no other information about how many people it affected, where it was it upstream or downstream? Nothing, I'm afraid, but I will delve into it and speak to some of my, I don't want to say contacts, people I know in China, to see what's happening on social media related to that. I do have lots of other shows coming up, non-related to the Three Gorges Dam, and all you need to do is hit that notification button and subscribe. And also, if your subscription has disappeared, don't ask me why, because I really don't know, but do resubscribe. Again, it helps my channel grow. And thank you to everyone who spends the time with a morning cup of coffee or an evening cup of coffee for this show. My name is James. As always, thank you so much for the time, and I will see you soon on one of my other shows, or just about the Three Gorges and China news. Bye-bye. Have a great day. Have a great weekend in the United Kingdom. Enjoy Guy Fawkes Night. Do be careful with fireworks. Stay safe with them. One important lesson: if the firework doesn't go off when you lit it, then wait, don't come back, and don't put your eye over it. Always come behind the firework would be the top tip, but leave it, because it may have a spark and it may be a delayed reaction. The emergency services in the UK over the weekend will be standing by for the casualties related to firework incidents. So for the people in the UK, have a great time, but play safe with these very dangerous explosions, in other words called fireworks. Bye-bye. Thank you.